What's going on? What's going on? I know it's got to build up as usual. You know, the notifications going out. I didn't set a particular time. I just, went live out of the blue. I didn't tell nobody that I was about to do this particular live, but hopefully people get the notifications and we can get a dialogue going about what I put up there. We doing a movie review on this one. This is Blue Collar. Hopefully, some of your youngsters done caught this movie, and I know it's still available on streaming, but me, I done caught it back from when it's VHS and DVDs and things like that. So it's still available, and every now and then, if you what's the channel, Bounce, you might be able to catch it on there. But I think it's something that we need to talk about.
Yeah. And this is Famo.
Famo. Listen, look at me being rude and not even introducing Famo.
Yeah, what up with y'all?
What's going on?
Yeah, we just up here.
What's up, Larry? What's going on with you?
Okay, Larry's in there.
Yeah, we're gonna do a movie review on Blue Collar, because you think about it, a lot of blue collar jobs is kind of non-existent, like how they were back in the 70s. A brother could, if you was out of Detroit, you could go work for the plant, putting vehicles together that's supplied across the country and really across the world,
Right.
But them kind of jobs is kind of far and in between. A lot of them jobs is going down to Mexico and going across, the water, so a lot of people can't really make a living doing that. And I ain't gonna shoot everybody down about there's still some of them places left that put cars together. Yeah, Larry said, what's poppin', big dogs? Golden Fingers gang, ATW said, I'm in here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get this cracking. But Blue Collar, hopefully you done seen it. I want to say it was, what year did that movie come out? I want to say it was somewhere in the mid 70s, so maybe 75, 76, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think, it was. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the government shutdown? Yeah, well, the government shutdown, that's still going on, and people ain't getting their checks. That's a devastating thing when you got to still go to work and don't get a check. Come on. I've been hearing a lot of people. I know someone personally that got someone that works for the federally government, where they gotta pick up some extra hours somewhere else until this thing gets straightened out, and hopefully it gets straightened out soon, because I think we'll start seeing other things transpire because of it.
And I heard that people that get assistance, people need food stamps and all that.
Right.
That might be going, since it's cut, the government shut down. Shutdown for the government. That might
start be cutting into that.
Be cutting into that.
Mm-hmm.
So people that really need it.
What's up, Lisa Smith? She said, "Hey y'all."
What's up, Lisa Smith?
Yeah. So kids. The kids need they dough, and was it probably leaches into child care assistance. Matter of fact, you got to pay whatever outstanding bill. Some people might not got a nest egg stacked up, where they may be living check to check, even being federal workers and things like that. So a lot of things can transpire because of this particular thing going on. But let's get into Blue Collar. Blue Collar, it starred Richard Pryor in it. It's essentially it's Richard Pryor. It's what's the African brother?
Yafu Keitel.
Yeah, Yafu Keitel. He was actually in Truck Turner. A lot of people don't know, if you haven't seen Truck Turner, that'd be another movie that I probably would like to review. And the Italian brother, that's
Harvey. Is it Keitel?
Man.
Harvey,
I think so.
Harvey Keitel, if I'm not saying.
Yeah, let me pull up the because I don't want to be stumbling over not having the actual right information on tap. So give me a second. I'll pull everything up so we can have everything on tap. Go ahead. Bro.
That movie is If none of y'all haven't seen it, I would recommend it. I don't want to tell y'all too much, because I'd rather y'all watch it.
Mm-hmm. But 78, that's when the movie came out.
Okay, it came out 78, okay.
Yeah, Harvey Keitel.
Yeah. So like I said, I might just say that they're working at an auto plant,
Right.
and they find, and it's a bunch of stuff that, you know, would transpire probably any job, but you know that job in that movie is like a bunch of like, you know, they find some stuff, and it's like with the unions and
right,
and what's really going on, and it's like, to me, what I done got from the movie is that, man, you'll really see if somebody offer you something to take to basically
become a sellout, essentially.
Right, basically, yeah.
You know, because they're all common, you know, white and blacks. They're all so in a way somewhat, you know, on a common level of working at the plant. You know, all the what's the word, like the staff, they're treating all the regular hourly employees like shit. Yeah. You know, so, you know, to keep the big bosses off of their ass, they basically passing the buck down. Like, yeah, you need to get these windshields in here a little more quicker. You need to get these tires, you know, on these cars coming down the line a little quicker. You know, trying to, you know, make themselves look good for them big bosses. You know, that's on the higher ups and things. And essentially, what it comes down to is like they're in a union, so they want to go to the union. Like, man, the staff is, you know, really, you know, giving us hell. Y'all supposed, we paying our dues every week out our check. I mean, where do y'all actually kick in to, you know, look out for us, you know? The little guy, you know, it shows like how, you know, Richard Pryor got a few kids, you know, some kids, you know, need certain things, you know, maybe some needs braces. Or matter of fact, no, it was
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, the Italian brother. His kid needed braces, and his daughter ended up messing up her teeth because, you know, she wanted to get braces, but she knew they didn't really have money to, you know, afford that, you know. And you know, I want to say one of his sons needed some stuff for, you know, like sports equipment and things like that. Right, they just couldn't provide for the family, essentially. Right. So essentially they put a plan together to be like, hey, you know, the union ain't helping us, you know, the job ain't helping us. We need to come up with something else to, you know, make it stack up. Because matter of fact, was Italian brother Harvey Keitel, he was working at the gas station part-time on the side, on top of doing his regular job, you know. And matter of fact, what was the African brother, he ended up owing somebody some money for, you know, trying to
a loan shark, basically.
Yeah, a loan shark, trying to keep his head up above water and things like that. Okay, Cadillac J. Justice, he said he's checking in. Lisa said, because I guess Larry said he's fucked up right now. He said they killed my homeboy.
Oh, shit.
Man, yeah, you got some sorry to hear about that,
yeah, Larry. Man, I didn't know your homeboy there, but my condolences, man.
Right. Yeah, so, so what was that, you know, that little pub that we were talking about before we went on, you know, they were kicking it after work, and you know how
yeah, they were kicking it, you know everybody go to a little spot, you know, that little beers and shit. And so what did all want to do,
you know, when they got the, you know, it reveals everyday life, you know, what, you know, what Richard Pryor got to run in his mouth about in the bar and around a lot of people, like, hey man, I mean, why are you talking so freely?
Yeah, it was like Richard Pryor, you know, the guy that we're talking about on the large shark, they was all cool, but it's like, you know, like y'all, you know, people work a job. It's everybody, you know, let everything know about this person over here, because that's y'all too, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got a certain, but it was like Richard Pryor got their mouth and all, or, you know, the dude had been incarcerated for something. The dude's like, hold up, man, I didn't do that, but don't, basically you try to tell him, don't be telling this dude over here my business. He just work with us, but we don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't really cool like that for you to be, you know, running down my resume, what I may or may not did in the past and things like that, you know? Because matter of fact, I want to say, he said, yeah, you killed somebody or something like that. He's like, whoa, what you talking about, man? These people don't need to know about my situation, you know? That's something I conveyed to you personally, you know?
Yeah, so don't,
you know what I mean? Don't let this liquor get in you and get to having you in a fucked up mode. And most definitely, Lisa Smith said dry snitching. That is dry snitching right there.
Yep. Because I'm like, but yeah.
So, anyways, like I said, they put this plan together to, I guess, you know, they want to, you know, get even essentially with this their local union.
Mm-hmm.
So with their local union, they went and I guess they went to whatever, what is it, the office there, and they ended up breaking into the place, and they ended up
Getting the safe.
yeah, they hit the safe, but it wasn't really no real money in there. It was like, you know, when I say probably, I can't remember, it was a low amount, like maybe 50 to $100 or something. But then it was a book that had, it was just a book. They didn't know what it was. It was like, this is a book, and like, hey, we got a book and a couple $100, and you know, we done did something that can, you know, cost us, you know, way more than what we broke into the spot for. So when they started going through the book essentially had all the people that they've been loaning all their you know, when the money comes in, when people pay their union dues, who they were loaning it out to, like different places out in Vegas, different places out in Cali and New York, where they're loaning it out, and they got high interest on this. So they're essentially like, we could blackmail these mugs because they don't want to tell let the people you know that this is going on. This can really affect them.
Right.
So, you know, essentially they come to some agreement. This is what happens. They find out, okay, we found out you're the ones that got this book.
Right.
They come to Richard Pryor essentially, you know, and was like, okay, you want to make some changes? You can make some changes. As long as we get this book back in our possession, you know, you'll be able to we'll make you one of the plant managers or something like that. You get a nice cushy job, you drive a nice company car and everything. So his other people, he don't tell them that. You know, he gets the job and they're okay, I thought we were gonna you know, make some money off this book. And you know, Richard Pryor got a brand new way of thinking, like no, they made me plant manager. You know? I think we need to, you know, just go along with the program, and you know, everything's cool. Like, wait a minute, man, you wasn't talking like that. You was like, fuck them and things like that. He said, no, you know, I'm trying to, you know, move my family out the hood and everything. And he's real he got a whole new type of attitude that's totally unlike him. So he's like, man, they got to you. That's what happens. Yeah, they got to me. I got a family to feed. So it's like, okay, yeah, I sold out, but I'm feeding my family and things like that. So that's good. No, it's not good. You know, that goes on in all kind of fashions in America. You know, people sell their soul to get whatever little earthly trinkets instead of, you know, toughing the shit out and getting it the right way. Well, I mean, I look at it as bad because that's giving people a false, what's the word I'm looking for? A false notion of making it. When really you got to kowtow and do whatever the fuck they says. Because essentially what happened, their other partner that wasn't going for it, that been to the penitentiary, this motherfucker's like, no, I'm still sticking it to you, motherfucker. So essentially, you know, the powers that be got at him. I won't tell what happened in the movie, but they got at him where essentially, you know, he was no longer walking the earth. So, you know, the Italian brother's like, well, you know what? He had this one dude was like, he was playing like he was a reporter or whatever. I can help you, when actually he was really them people. He's like, well, if you roll over and, you know, tell what's going on, I'll help you. Like, nah, shit, this is some big ass shit. They're gonna get me. He's like, well, if you don't come to me, they know you got the book. They're gonna get you like they got your guys. Like, no, they ain't gonna do that. So some goons show up at his spot, you know, and luckily this is before his partner died. His partner looked out for him and whooped these dudes' asses that basically was gonna do his family harm. And you know, essentially after he got, you know, and talked with Richard Pryor about, you know, what was going on and everything, he's like, man, you know, our partner died and all this, and you up here, you know, oh, they gave me this job and all this. And essentially when that happened, Richard he felt like he wanted to do something, but them people that gave him that job, like, you can't do anything. You don't took this position in doing it. You work for us. This just happens sometimes, you know. You wanted this. It ain't as sweet as you thought it would be. You know, so essentially, oh boy, thinking he's gonna, you know, the Italian brother, he's thinking he's gonna just carry on and be cool. He moved his family away, and he's up at the bar, and he leaves the bar, and this strange car get up on him. So when he's riding, They pull out a shotgun, they gunning for him and everything. So he ends up, I guess they get in an accident and everything. And after they get in an accident, he hurry up and runs to them people, and he turns Stooley on them.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the end of the movie, it's showing, Richard, he still got his position, but he's still, he's still that other type of person. He ain't the person that they was all working on the line. He's Italian brothers cleaning out his locker and everything, and basically it's like, okay, this is how we pit the races against each other. Richard's like, he's using all the derogatory words when it comes to different creeds and everything, and then he starts using it. So essentially it's like we're pitting y'all against each other, even though at one point y'all was, if you were black, whatever color you was all feeling this shit, because we all poor when they all fucking us the same. So now it's like, okay, you got this little position, this person done flipped, our one person that was both cool with us, he's gone and things. So it lets you see what's the word I'm looking for, a better, if you look at it from the aspect of what's going on in the world today, you can see it in these movies, because that movie's back in '78. It was kind of a different world back then, but it's all still applicable to what's going on right now. That's why a lot of times it's hard to find in these movies sometimes, because they know them simpler movies, you could kind of peep what they're trying to, work on you in your job place, or what they're trying to always, portray in the media. You could see through it easy if you're paying attention. Like, man, yeah, my partner done went through that. At that particular time, it may not have made sense. It may have went over people's heads back in '78, but now people be able to peep that. So that's why they try not to play these particular movies for those particular reasons, because it's easier to peep out what they're trying to do within them. But let me see what y'all done said. Let me see. Oh, you said Which Way Is Up and JoJo Dancer. Yeah, those are some other movies I could definitely Which Way Is Up, because people look at Which Way Is Up for all the comedy part, but I look at it for the hidden messages. Matter of fact, Paul Mooney is in Which Way Is Up. He plays the detective that, matter of fact, he meets with Richard Pryor after I guess it was like assassination attempt on one of the migrant union. He wanted to make a union and things, and he seen it, but when he got to talking to the detective Paul Mooney, he got to flashing that ring with the compass and the square on it, and he became instantly silent. Like, wait a minute, I see the compass and the square, let me be quiet, because they can really have it out for me. And throughout the whole movie, if you really paying attention, every time he sees that ring flashing on whoever, he starts getting quiet and he don't want to talk and say certain things. So essentially that's saying, okay, when you see those ring bearers, I always say it, the ring bearer, when you see them ring bearers, people start changing their tone, because but I ain't gonna go deep into that one, because I may have to review that one too. That one deserves a review where people can see it beyond the comedy part of it. Because it's funny if you look at it from the funny aspect, but when you look at it from the hidden messages that's within it, you'll get to see it in a whole different light. Yeah, Paul Mooney is cool. It's too bad he got dementia and things like that. I mean, I guess he still tries to, do his thing. Oh, what's up, Shot? Shotty.
What up?
Yeah, on here with your bro. But yeah, hopefully, y'all got streaming services. Type in Blue Collar. Blue Collar. It stars Richard Pryor. Matter of fact, if you got when your smartphone or your tablet with you, your computer, whatever you got, type in Richard Pryor Wikipedia, and then type in films he been in, and you run down to '78, and it'll say Blue Collar. Watch that film. Matter of fact, the next one I want to do a review on is Hit. I mean, I done talked about Hit a little bit, but that's another movie you actually should see. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing these reviews on certain movies that I done watched and peeped out the I'll say occult, because occult is just hidden. It's hidden messages that people ain't peeping. But I'm drawing a better a more clarity out of what's within these movies, where you can peep it. Like, man, I didn't look at it like that. Now I need to go watch it and see that in there. Because matter of fact, it's another one I want to do is Scarface. A lot of people don't know Scarface got a lot of cult shit in it too. If you people, I'll say the one thing that people don't notice, it's a lot of sun worship in Scarface.
Yeah, when you showed me this.
When they pull up, I'll just give you this because I want to actually review this movie too. When they pull up to go grab the, do that deal for what's his name? The man that
Lopez, Frank Lopez.
Yeah, when he initially goes to do the deal for Frank Lopez, and they meet dude at the hotel. Right when the scene opens, right on the windshield, they're sitting in a car. The sun hits the windshield. Every time they gotta show the sun hitting in some kind of aspect, to let you know it's like they're representing the sun worship within this within the film. Matter of fact, I'm gonna rewatch it. Matter of fact, I want to say even when him and Manny's at the when they're at that hotel resort, when he's like, oh, the girl like ice cream. I see if she like ice cream.
Right.
That
hits.
And it hits right there when they're showing those what's those it's like not a surfboard, but those wind sails, when they're showing the wind sails, and the sun's hitting right on them wind sails. I want to say it's something shiny where the sun's hitting on it. Carlito's Way? Yeah, Carlito's Way. There's some things in there too with with Sean Penn and things like that. I have to actually rewatch that one to peep everything that's within there. But yeah, that'd be a good one to
another movie, if y'all haven't seen it, is Always Outnumbered. Always Outnumbered with Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Always Outnumbered. Yeah, Shy said he just happened to get on here, no notification. Well, of course, you was in there, Shy. You seen what I said. Hopefully y'all watched that last live stream I did earlier. Of course, people ain't getting notifications. I done told you. I talk and I'm revealing all these things that I peep in these certain movies or whatever I see that when it's basically trying to run con on you. That's why it's too cool to con. You can't run con on me. I'm far from being con. I peep the con. So what I peep, I'm revealing to the public. Yeah, he said, yep, I seen it. Yeah, like I said, 4 or something in the morning, I'm getting the messages. Hey, we like how you talk. But see, when I got those was that wasn't recently. That was from so many years back. But with everything changing now in the world, it's like, okay, he's not on board with going along with the program. So we gotta drop his numbers down. And matter of fact, I look at it like this. They figure, well, the perfect time will be, if he has some strife with, whoever, this is the optimum time to drop it. Because then we could play it off as, okay, we're dropping his numbers down because, this other individual that, he may have, or we're making out bigger than what it is to be something. Because matter of fact, like I said, I always be talking about agents in here. They, like the psyops and like, people get in there saying certain things to try to get people to get all riled up about something that shouldn't even be riled up about. That's why certain videos get made about certain things, and then I delete those videos because I basically want to get out the truth or whatever it is, but then delete it because this don't need to stay up as a video to keep hearing and hearing and hearing. Like, you hear what he said this? No, I said this for this particular reason. But these particular agents in here inciting, oh, you should do this, or just trying to egg you on versus, like we're doing right now. We're doing movie reviews about hidden things, hidden messages within these movies that I think people need to key into. And matter of fact, with these lives, you could, like, if you watch the same movie that I don't watch, you could be like, okay, yeah, I done seen this in the movie. I done seen that. Well, I didn't know about that. We putting each other up on game. That's what it's about. Being up on game, not being conned by anybody, any creed, anybody. Yeah, Larry said exactly, bro. People think it's a game. That shit is real. Yeah, it's really real. You see it in black and white. See, I when I be on YouTube, I don't just be watching, certain things pertaining to, you know, some of the people I may have on. I watch everything. I watch different thing about news. You seen how I was reading, like, okay, you know about worldly events and things like this. You check in on other channels that don't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So that means I could pull what's going on in the world, break it down, and give it to you guys, where you'll be like, man, maybe I need to seek and start, you know, looking into this. You know, they don't want none of that. They want me to, they wanted me to be like, okay, let's, how they say, oh, you have assignments. I don't take assignments. I don't follow a script. I say whatever is on my mind.
They said you can, whatever assignments. So like I told Reek, I said, man, the last time somebody told me about an assignment is like, you know, that's like your teacher.
Right.
Assignment is due.
Right. But assignment is like a boss.
Yeah,
you got a boss.
Yep.
They're telling you this. Oh, you can freelance and do this, but when it comes to time to put this into play, you got to do that. Fuck that. Like what Al Pacino? Fuck no. Right. I don't do none of that. Yeah, like The Simpsons, you see, and matter of fact, what is his name? Matt, I think it's Matt Grogan, the guy that makes The Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's one of those ring bearers. I'll say it like that. I don't like to say, you know, what they are, but he's one of those ring bearers. So of course they're writing the script a certain way because they're getting orders from the top to put it into the public's eye like this. So it sits into your subconscious. It seeps into your subconscious, and then once, you know, certain things come up, you're like, oh well, I've seen that from somewhere. I don't know where. No, they're putting that in there. It's like pre-programming you for what's to come. It's like, as long as you peep the play, you know, they don't like when you peep the play. Well, what they say, like, what they call it in, like if you're doing stocks and bonds, insider trading, you may know someone in a company like, hey, we about to do this come next month. They're putting you on, okay, let me start low-key selling my stocks. Well, that's insider trading. You can get in trouble for that because someone else is telling you within the company, like, hey, sell your stuff so you won't lose your money. So essentially, that's what I'm doing. But when it comes to like these movies or someone trying to run game on you, like, no. They trying to trap your ass into some bullshit. That's why when, you know, I stopped having people talk about certain shit that don't mean shit, and, you know, that was the perfect time for them to be like, okay, let's put this into play. Let's drop his numbers and see if he'll want to quit and all this. You don't pay me, so it don't hurt me. I do this for just trying to, you know, keep something on the mind of the people. Right. Now, if I was controlled by the money, I'd be like, okay, they don't stop my thing. Now I need to start talking like this. Fuck that. They don't send me a hella thing saying, well, join our camp and then we'll teach you how to do videos and all that. I don't need to do that. I've been on this particular platform for 10 years, damn near already. I know how to do certain videos without someone trying to guide my hand or tell me what I need to do. It's like just speaking real from your heart. That's why I be having everybody who come on here, you know, speaking the real from their heart. There ain't nothing sugar-coated, ain't nothing scripted, ain't none of that. It's just, hey, this is what you need to know. You know, it's, you know, this hit from all, like Dick Gregory said, we all sitting at a dot. When I say a dot, a city, you know, it's only certain parts that we go within particular city, within this particular dot. You know, yep, most definitely, like you said, Martha Stewart. That's what she went to prison for insider trading. You know.
Oh right, yeah, she sure.
Right, because someone put her up on. Okay, this stock is about to do bad. You need to make a move, and someone found out about that. Like, no, you got to go do time for that because you stood to profit for something like that. But let me see. Let me think. Yeah, Larry said it's a smoke screen. Most definitely it's a smoke screen. We live in a world of duality. When I say duality, you know, they talk about you know, war on drugs and all this kind of stuff, but you know, like my white partner put me up on, you know, they let certain things go, but if it ain't no profit in it, you know, they ain't gonna touch it. And it could be something about solving a crime, about someone done took someone off the planet. If it ain't no money in it for them, they ain't even pursuing it. They only pursuing things where get them money, promotions, and the people that's within those particular fields, you know.
And you know what, yeah, I used to, I'm pretty sure whoever's on it used to watch First 48, right? And there's one thing that I always used to see. When they be wanting to look, whoever that's, hey man,
roll over,
yeah, basically
do dog flips and things like that.
Yeah, do the rollover and all. They be like, I'm not getting nothing from this. I'm like, man, you about to get a promotion if you book him.
Right, most definitely.
But
they ain't telling the motherfuckers that's feeling like they up under pressure, that kind of shit. But see, they make these shows to be like, man, look, that's fucked up. That's what they want you to feed into that drama. But like I said, for me being an editor and me knowing how they cut this shit, they leave out a lot of shit. Like, well, what about this part when he said this? Oh no, we can't use that because see, then the public's gonna have a different kind of view if we leave that particular part in there or whatever, Just like I had the honor to have Judge Joe Brown in the Lions Den, And if you go back and listen to that, a lot of people just remember back from his show, like, well, they cut the show to be a certain kind of way. But you see, when we were talking with him and having a cordial conversation, it's like, man, he's really hitting on some points, like, man, I never really thought about it like that. I'm just so gone off of, seeing the reruns, him being like this, and it seemed like he's being extra hard and, he ain't letting nobody get a chance to say anything or whatever. But it wasn't like that, It's like you got to get a better perspective on whoever you may be interested in talking to. In reality, how I look at it like this. I reach out to people, Shad, he reach out to people that have come on Too Cool to Kind. If someone has like, okay, I got a publicist and you got to go through them. To me, myself, when you got someone that you got to go through for me to talk to you, to me, you don't seem real to me. I done have people that I done reached out personally and they say, yeah, they'll do it on the strength, because I'm trying to hopefully build, not build, but further whatever they're doing. I'm a positive force to hopefully further and keep going what they got going, not be on here asking all kind of suspect ass questions and like, man, why you ask me that kind of shit? No, I'm gonna ask you some real shit, but not no shit that's trying to get nobody no kind of case or no shit like that, because you see it's certain people that do the same shit I do, interviewing people, and they be doing that kind of shit. And like, man, are you getting paid for that kind of shit?
Right, you get paid. Like, so when you have beef, it'd be like, but man, we're past that.
Right.
Especially if you and the person done squashed the shit. It's like, why bring it kind of back up if y'all done squashed it?
As a matter of fact, Shad, you hit on a perfect point. Some people are like, I charge this much for you to talk to me. Well, I look at it like this. I've never had to do all that 500 for 30 minutes or all that kind of shit. Think about it like this. If I was ever to pay someone, think about it like this. Most people feel, or if they pay, you could talk to them nice and all that. Fuck that. I don't look at it like that. I look at it from this point. I respect what you do. I'm glad you're coming down here from the strength. So I'm going to talk to you positive, but I'm going to give you some things that's real, but not nothing that's going to get you all agitated. But I feel if you pay a motherfucker and they're like, yeah, you got to pay me all this exorbitant amount of money, then I should talk to you crazy as fuck. Because it's like, oh, I might as well have my way and talk to you crazy and line up some kind of shit that you could barely answer or something like that. If I'm trying to pay some exorbitant amount. I done had a couple people that say some crazy shit. Like, no, I don't even need you that much to do anything like that. You're not that interesting if you trying to talk to me. Like, man, I done seen some of your interviews and they was dry as shit. So why would I do this for another dry ass interview and you getting cheddar cheesed up and fettuccine and whatever? No, it ain't going like that. Yeah, Larry says shit's crazy on TV. Yeah, he said pay you no attention. Most definitely pay hey, keep getting it like you get it. I ain't hating on your hustle, cause hey, people got hustles like that, But my channel ain't drafted like that.
Right.
Like I said, I'm gonna get you to, having more people, hopefully wanna, if you're in some movies, people wanna go check out your movies. If you're doing some music, people wanna, pick up some more of your streams, or you just buy direct, whatever merchandise, clothing or whatever. I want people to be on you like that. Not, okay, yeah, I don't pay them this and now let me still talk the same. Oh, hell no. That made me want to ask you some questions that I know you can't answer. But I don't want to do that to you. So why do that to me? If you don't peep the people I done interview, I ain't never treated nobody wrong when I done interviewed them. I gave them all respect that they needed, and in the points that I wasn't too clear on, we worked around that. But it was nothing no disrespectful trying to get somebody, or what do you think this person said and all that. And I don't do any of that, all that fake ass beef shit. Shit don't make no sense, but that's me. It's other channels that do that kind of thing, and so have at it. But I mean, essentially, we done covered blue collar, so now I guess this done moved into the realm of freestyle, like I always say, like Shotty Shy saying when the infamous Lisa Smith is on here with them, when they done hacked into Tuku to kind of took over. We could go into some freestyle. Yeah, like you said, internet gangsters is them all day. Like I said, I don't like to even get into any of that shit. The only time I say something when someone says something ill about me first. I don't say nothing ill about nobody first. That ain't how I've never operated like that. But if you talk shit on my name, yeah, I'm gonna say something about you. I mean, that's a man's response. And it ain't just, oh, let me say it on here. No, I say it to you in person.
It's got to get addressed, baby. You say something.
Definitely.
It's got to get addressed.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't handle what you're getting addressed, then shut up.
You know it. And like I said, Shot and Lisa Smith, they done voiced their opinions on it. I done seen your brother in person, and I know he would have that same appeal in person with whoever wanted to say whatever to him. It ain't no, okay, now let me change what I said. No, you said what you said, I said what I said. I'm coming from this standpoint. You're coming from that standpoint. As long as you keep my name out your mouth, I can do the same. We've been on here 37 minutes. Okay, so when they talk about you, that lets you know you're on their mind, most definitely. And when you want to copy somebody, I guess that must mean that, that shows you ain't got no kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? No creativity yourself. I still got a punk motherfucker that's on Instagram that still puts up clips of my fucking videos without saying, okay, say this is what I say. Cite your source. I don't care if you take a clip out of my shit, but cite your source. That's when people talk about that, oh, it's copyright and it's my right to use it. Of course, that is there, but you have to cite your source. That's where you get fucking spanked when you don't do that. Everything I done seen, like when you see a news story and they use maybe a video, this at the end of the whole news story, they say it came from here. Do it like that, but don't try to flip it and make it seem like, yeah, I'm the one who put this out. You ain't did nothing. So essentially, you just being my bitch, putting out my shit and not citing me, not citing your source. So then when I do make something about that shit and blow your fucking name up, then everybody know you're my bitch, because they'll see like, well, we check the dates. The dates always win. Right. You see how old my shit is, and then you see they shit just done came up in what, 2019, 2018? No, that means you're my bitch. You're my bitch putting out my shit out of context. Because you ain't talked to none of these motherfuckers. Matter of fact, make something saying that you done talked to these motherfuckers. Like, oh, I done talked to them, they done did this. No, you ain't talked to nobody. You just reposting shit and trying to put it out of context like you this big great motherfucker. No, that means you on my balls. You on my nutsack, motherfucker. You know who you are.
Yeah, and you know what? And the person that knows who they are, why would that person be scared to talk to it? To talk to another person, another man. If he's, did he say the person? Well, I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm not, like I said, you a man just like me,
right?
So either I'm gonna say, hey, what's up, and you gonna take it back, or you gonna keep going that way. I don't know,
right?
Because I'm not scared to say anything, celebrities or nothing.
Right.
Hey, what's up?
Like I said, I got countless audios of shit that I ain't never put out. Motherfuckers is saying all kind of shit where they were nervous and had bubble guts and all kind of shit to talk to another man that's just a man like you. I mean, are you intimidated of a man, another man to say a conversation? Or is it that you're the effeminate type that, you know, you go do things in Alaska and, you know, people give you trinkets and shit like that and you act like you're a big boss and shit when you was doing all underhanded homosexual things for that shit, you know? I can really talk about some shit, but I don't want to go that way. Because, you know, they ain't breathe a word. But as far as that stealing shit and reposting and all this other shit, no, man, that's the weak way out. Like I said, if you see anything that I put on, it says where it came from. This is this. This ain't, oh, I'm the one that put this out. Right. No, that ain't how it go. So right now, with all that shit that's up there, anytime, your shit's not fucking private. So I can fucking screenshot the shit, screen record the shit, and say, look, see, they don't put up my shit. That means they're my bitch. Matter of fact, I know you're watching this shit right now or listening, because, you know, I don't want to feed into the facial recognition algorithms. You know, you're my bitch. Every time you put that shit out, you're my bitch. I can make a video anytime exposing this shit, but I guess for right now, it'll leave it like how it is. You know, I know your IG channel that you use and try to get, you know, so many people to look at you. Oh, we won't be stopped and all this shit. Well, I mean, you're a motherfucking bitch ass hack. Think about that. I mean, you taking somebody else's shit and not citing the source. Cite the motherfucking source. I don't have a problem if you cite the source. Nobody has a problem with that kind of shit. So then people get their credit and they do.
Right.
Yeah, they basically a tampon, like you said. They a tampon. I like that, Larry. They a tampon. Let me see. Rashad said they got it from Crisscross. And he said, I'm just still waiting on. Oh yeah. Shah said he's still waiting on them to say your name. What's the song? Destiny's Child came out with. Say my name. Say my name. Yeah, he won't say your name. He won't say, because he can't remember who you were. So it's like, wait, who was that? Was that the motherfucker I was running from and shit, scared like wet my panty liner or whatever? Come on. They ain't gonna say your name. I'm waiting for him to say your name too. I'm waiting for him to say shotty shot and illness. You know, I'm waiting to hear that. But I don't think they'll do that. You know, they had a problem saying double R, you know, something bad about him, until, you know, they popped up on him. You know what I'm saying? In my old, my retired Lincoln. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're scared to come out the car. Huh?
Right. You said Rick is a punk out here called niggas looking like. Wait a minute. Let me, because it's cutting off what you're saying, Larry. Let me go on my other device and pull that up so I could catch everything you're saying, because it's cutting it off where I can't read the whole whoop. Okay, let's see what it's saying.
What kind of work are they playing?
Wait a minute.
No, what kind of work are they?
Okay, you said it's someone on IG tricking niggas into looking like a woman, talking, taking pictures with stars. Okay. Yeah, well, you said out of Atlanta, that
yeah,
I mean, that's a given right there.
Shot said, it's Sydney Star. Larry Shot said.
Okay, Tiffany, you said, what kind of work are they plagiarizing? Well, you know, my actual interviews that I had with people in the past, you know, I mean, I'm quite sure it's probably some, you know, maybe that I done did, you know, currently, but a few of my videos I done did in the past, you know, they take it, because, you know, since I didn't think it would be, you know, punk ass motherfuckers that would, you know, take clips of my shit and not cite the sources. You know, they feel some kind of way because their homosexual friend that they lust over, you know, got knocked off, you know, from even appearing on this motherfucker. So, you know, they done repurpose clips of my videos enough, I guess, for Instagram, because if they bring that shit here to this particular platform, they know that their ass will get dealt with that shit.
Right.
They'll know they'll get dealt with on it. But see, I don't fuck with IG like that. You know, Shad runs my IG. Shad, where's it coming with the IG thing? Because you the one on that one. I mean, I can't really, you know, do too much with the IG. And essentially, IG is only what, like 1 or 2 minutes. So it's like 1 or 2 minute clips out of my countless, you know, catalog of interviews, you know. But cite the motherfucking sources. If you cite the source, I see you cite the sources for certain shit, but it's like, oh, I feel some kind of way because he knocked all this other motherfucking shit down because I hold all the fucking cards to that shit. I can do that shit. Nobody's stopping me from doing it. I've been doing it for what? It's been damn near what, a year?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I can do whatever I want with that because that's my motherfucking content. I appear in it. So that means I'm the one that controls that. Like I said, I'm the one who fucking came up with the fucking model of the shit that, you know, that they're finding lightweight. I won't even say success. They're just finding, you know, they can
lightweight.
They can run with what they run with.
They run with, yeah, the lightweight running.
I'm not gonna shit on them because they ain't said nothing to me.
Right.
You know, lately. I mean, they got shit out there that got still posted. All my shit, when I was talking heavy shit, I done took that shit down when I'm talking heavy shit. I mean, I'm quite sure it's if someone pointed out to me like, well, you should take that down. Oh, I'll take it down because I'm not lusting over, oh, I need to get views or something. I got my shit's in the fucking millions of people watching this shit. So I ain't worried about that. I just don't want people stealing my shit. Nobody wants their shit stolen and repurposed.
No.
I wouldn't want to go to that person's channel if they actually made some actual content and take it and post it on my channel. Like, look, this is what I did. That's fucking stupid as fuck. Why would I do any of that? That's dumb. So essentially, I got someone out there plagiarizing, and people like it's hating and all that. No, it's called cite your source. If you're gonna take a clip, say I got it from here. I don't got no problem with that. But when you try to make it seem like, oh, I'm the one to put this shit out, you ain't put shit out. You just my bitch, you know, doing my work. Because if I pull up the actual videos that you fucking stole, like, damn, this motherfucker's a plagiarizer. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. I don't feel like I'm the special motherfucker. It's other people's shit he done stole.
Right.
Yeah, Tiffany said fair use is perhaps 1 or 2 pictures or seconds and can sue and definitely win. Most definitely. Matter of fact, it's some actual, you know, actual rappers that done took out damn near over fucking 2 seconds of my shit, and I still got a lawsuit waiting for that shit. So I want their ass to blow up bigger so I can sue their ass. You know, I still got that option for them out there too. Now, see, the difference with me when you hear other people, I'ma sue and I'm gonna do all this, I can actually sue because I got the copyrights of this shit, of all the shit I fucking do. So, yeah, I mean, I guess this is what we deal with in the modern technology. People could, you know, do screenshots and screen video recordings and think, okay, I could get, you know, people are going off these likes and shit. I'm glad that people show appreciation and shit like that, but you know, this is just one platform I have. I have other platforms that people don't know me by, and you know, they're big and things like that. And as I stressed in that particular live stream, at one time they were all connected, but then I split them all up when I got that particular you know, message. It's like, why I need all these links? But it don't even matter if your shit's linked or not, because all of the things that done came about, you know, now that they know your IP address from wherever you're broadcasting from, or wherever you're tweeting, or whatever you're Facebooking from, or whatever you're Snapchatting from. They know this. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter when it comes to that. Yeah, 2 words. Oh, yeah, that's way more than some 2 words. It's way more than 2 words. You know, like I said, all I got to do is screen record the shit, send it to the proper people. Yeah, this person has been, you know, plagiarizing. You ain't said 1 or 2. You ain't even cited the source where you got it from. Because like I said, if I use a song, which I don't like to do, because I know how, you know, since everything done changed, it used to be a time you could play music on, you know, platforms and nothing would happen. Do that now. I learned that a long time ago when I had posted up a clip of Under the Cherry Moon, and I cited where it came from. But that's around the time when Prince was still alive.
Okay, yeah.
And it wasn't even no music. It was just like a score music when he's just like walking within the movie. And I had it, everything where it came from. They sent me something. Matter of fact, he was probably the one that caught it because they said he used to watch it.
Oh, really?
They said, if you don't take this down, we'll knock your whole fucking channel down and you'll have a lawsuit on top of it. So what you want to do?
Damn.
So what you think I did? I took that shit down. Because it's out of respect. He don't want it on there. But see, now that he's gone, then you see all his music.
You see all his music.
You see everything. And I don't think he would have had it like that if he was still alive. You wouldn't see nothing. Because matter of fact, think about it. When Prince was alive, you didn't see nothing on this platform at all.
You couldn't click on and see a video, interview, nothing, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she said 3 words, you have a lawsuit. Well, I got it. I got it. I got it. But see, you know, you got those motherfuckers that's so thirsty for fame and likes that, they haven't did nothing to me yet, so I can just keep doing this shit. Like I said, bring that shit to this platform. Let me really get hands on doing IG. I could just instantly send this shit to whoever, you know, is in, you know, in the controls of, you know, handling when people do plagiarist shit, because they got it on this platform, they got it on all these platforms. It's just actually taking the time to reach out for it. And like I said, I haven't put this person on blast. I'm just saying what because I know they watch my shit. They watch my shit because I can go to their shit and find my things. I'm like, oh man, I did that about maybe 3-4 years ago. Why you think I don't see this shit? You work with this punk motherfucker that, you know, I no longer fuck with. I know you do. And you're like, oh, you're just mad and hate. No, I don't like motherfuckers stealing shit. That's plagiarism. I detest a motherfucker that steals shit. Use a low motherfucker, a character and worth when you do stuff like that. Am I still in contact with Goldie? Am I still in contact with Goldie? What do you mean? What do you mean, Larry? Let me get clear on that. Am I still in contact with Goldie? Restate that. When you say Goldie, do you mean the actual Max Julian? That's what you're speaking of? Or are you talking about my Goldie, my gold Cadillac? Cause you know I called that gold old school Goldie, so I mean, I wanna be clear. Y'all did an interview with a female. Goldie?
Did Larry? I think you're talking about the one with didn't Lisa Smith do one and shot when the girl was that girl named Goldie?
No, that was what's her name? She's on IG. She's bad. Goldie? Wait, Goldie? I'm trying to think. I did one with Fallon. I did one with Melrose. I did one with Pinky. I did one with Boston. I did one with Billions that's also go by Moolah. Looks like one of your women. I ain't seen none of your women, so I can't match that up with what you're talking about. I'll just say it like this. I'm definitely gonna get some more females. Like I said, I got some waiting in the wings. You know, a lot of people like to hear the leisure life and, you know, women that done been in the game. I got some people in the wings. Just got to wait till they have some free time. They done been speaking to me, and we're gonna get some things like Boston, you know, some real you know, women that's within the life, some aspects from women like that. I got them, but you know, they think about it like this. It done been said on countless. Women don't need no man to do, you know, to make moves to get dough. You know, so since they're basically running a show themselves, they ain't really got time to be, okay, let me get on here and talk with Reek about, you know, whatever, blase, whatever. You know, so whenever they have some free time, like I said, I got them in the wings. It just, we ain't setting no real time up to get this going, but it will happen. Oh, he said, just saying, bro, she's bad like her. Well, I'm probably thinking you think about billions, because, you know, billions, you know, everybody done seen. Those are the actual pictures of how billions look. You know, she's cold to the look. Matter of fact, I got the one when she's counting. I can't remember which video it is, but it's within a playlist when she's counting dough after a nice successful night. You know, like I said, who knows, billions right now. She be in what, Seattle, down in Dallas, Texas. She be out in Rome, Italy. She be playing the globe. It ain't just the map, not a certain section. She's all over with. You know, she's quite intelligent for her age range. If you go back and listen, if you ain't listened to Billions playlist, listen to Billions playlist. Moolah, the same female. She just changed her name up, but you know, she'll put something on your head, be it a man, be it a female. You know. I know I get from time to time people message like, well, when's she gonna come back on? You know, these people is making moves. You know, they ain't got time to okay, because when they do things with me, it'd be like hour 2 session. We ain't going. It may seem like it's on days over time, but we locking this in an hour or 2 time. And you know, I chop them up in whatever topics we covering it. I chop that stuff up and bring it to you, but. It just they gotta lock in some free time to do something like that. Everybody's trying to retrieve revenue, so you know, it's not as easy. You know, I could get brothers a little more easy. You know, they could have some set aside time to, you know, do something within their leisure. You know, but females in today's age, they really trying to get that bag. You know, and they ain't got time to chitty chat about, you know, something that they can be, you know, spending time, you know, retrieving that revenue. Yeah, but I was supposed to have Mel Rose back on, but we ain't linked up either. You know, Mel Rose is she's cool too. She, you know, we just gotta, you know, come up with some, you know, different topics to cover that, you know, because that's a whole another thing. It's like, it got to be something that's interesting where you feel passionate about. I'm not just gonna sit up here and like, well, what do you think about the weather today? You know? I ain't gonna have to give you no dry interview, no, without no gravy and no sauce. It's gonna be real good when I give it to you. I mean, I could do interviews like that, but I mean, I'm not trying to just get views. I'm trying to, hey, they don't put something on my mind. I want you to leave like that. Like, man, Rick just put up something just to do it. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to, or you just don't want to do one with shout outs.
Right, yeah, I don't want to do that either. I appreciate everybody that's in this live stream.
Yeah, I mean, no,
and I speak to you.
Yeah, my fault, Rick. But yeah, don't let it get twisted. Yeah, we appreciate it. We can shout out everybody, but that's not what the basis. I'm saying if somebody put a live stream and say, oh, give a shout out to you. Like I said, I don't, yeah, give shout outs to your people, but we, you know what I'm saying, his channel is to put something so you can, you know.
That's some substance. They have a different way of looking at things. Yeah, man. Like, man.
We appreciate the shout outs and we do them all. We shot everybody back out.
Right.
It's a little bit more. Yeah.
More than that. You see, we have 58 minutes. This ain't no 60 seconds. Gone in 60 seconds. Right. This ain't no Nicolas Cage right around this motherfucker. We are going fucking 60 minutes, not no 60 seconds. Yeah, put some fat on your head. The fat meat.
Right.
We hitting you all the way back to the fat meat. That's what we want to do when we cutting with our words. Yeah. With whoever I have on here. If it's Famo, if it's old school, if it's King Righteous, you know. I done heard someone, you know, say in a video like, King Righteous ain't talking about nothing. Now think about that. Why are you gonna shoot down a man that got a plethora of things to talk about when you could barely formulate something within 60 seconds time? Come on. Like you said, you know, shout outs, that only goes so far. That make what? That's like 20 seconds out of the 60, isn't it? Shout outs about 20 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
And then what maybe outgoing shout outs, that's another 20 seconds. Yeah. So then the 20 seconds is you repeating, you know, this word, this word, this word, you know, this word, that's another 20 seconds. So you got 3 sets of 20 seconds and that equals up to 60 seconds and you ain't talking about shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man.
Like I said, that's why I actually like doing live streams, because then I can converse with the people. Whatever they say, you know, I can say, well, I feel this way about it, or you feel that way about it. Right, versus you just hearing me, you know, yeah, I do videos where it's not interactive, but every now and then I like to, do the premieres where you can actually interact when the video is playing. Like, I didn't know this point, and we can converse like that because we're in the future now. We don't have to do it like how I was doing it back in 2012,
Right.
where I was just making videos and cutting that shit up to make people sound a certain way because people stumbling over their words and shit like that. You see the difference if I had the shit up,
Right.
how the shit sounds now versus then.
Yeah, y'all can listen to that shit too.
Right. Yeah, I try to have as much game as possible, and like I said, I ain't the only one. I ain't feeling it's big me. It's other channels people go to. I hear all the time. I like listening and watching this. I ain't got nothing against that. That's your preference. Why should I shit on somebody for liking this person? People like who they like, So if you got someone over there say, I like listening to him, just like vice versa, someone come over here, I like listening to this person. That's cool, The person ain't said nothing bad about me, no ill about me. I don't play the beef shit, so I don't got no problem with nobody else that's, doing something that may seem similar to what I may be doing, or may look like they're doing better, Like I said, I showed you why Rick ain't doing certain crazy numbers, because I used to do numbers like that, but I don't play along with following a motherfucking script. So with that being said, you see, this video's been this long for this long, but like I said, I got many people that don't appear like, man, I don't watch this all the time, and they're in different states and cities and things like this. I mean, that can't be a coincidence that I'm going over here, out on vacation over there, and these people saying, yeah, I don't watch your shit. It's not a coincidence. It's just that they're not providing the numbers. So I continue pushing like I do. Like I said, I don't get paid like, some YouTubers get kicked down to get money. But see, for you to get kicked down money, you got to be following a script. I ain't following no script. I ain't playing favorites with no motherfucking entities that I don't fuck with. But I do peep the entities because everybody got someone in their family that fuck with, those ring bearers. So I know what's up with the shit, but I ain't with the shit. Hey, we've been on 62 minutes. We've been on 62 minutes.
62?
Some people go on for claiming 2 minutes, and the first 60 is bunch of what I just said, and the other part is playing, some music, that's poorly drafted. Let me play it from this source here instead of having Pro Tools and doing this shit where it sounds real nice and clear and bumping or whatever. If you got the actual clearance to listen to this shit,
right? You gotta have the clearance to listen to that.
People like to mask it and shit, and that's me, that's me you're hearing. No, that's some shit you stole. Don't steal. Don't plagiarize. Yeah,
but you know
cite
what?
your sources.
But you know what? But if this particular person has a history of stuff,
history,
so that means he's
yeah, you can't get it out of his system.
Right.
He's too familiar. Matter of fact, I'm glad you're listening to it right now. You're like, this motherfucker's making me mad. I might have to make some shit because he's saying something. It's getting me irritated.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like to keep it comedy. So when you hear motherfuckers, oh yeah, clown, clown shit. You're damn right I'm a clown. I want to always laugh. I always want to keep it lovely. I always want to draw something that's nice and fancy. But that's just me.
Right.
So hey, I'm glad y'all came in. I want to give a shout out to Larry. I want to give a shout out to Shotty Shot. Lisa Smith. I want to give a shout out to you too. Maybe I should incorporate some of that too. This is comedy. I want to give a shout out to Famo. You done have my back. Hey Tiffany, yeah, you out of Vegas. What's up, Tiffany? I want to give a shout out to you. Who else can I give a shout out to? Joe Frank, you in the house.
Thank y'all for staying on board.
Yeah, staying on board with me. 10 toes down. Hey, this is Rick and